Dear viewers, welcome to all of you in my new lecture series. In this lecture series, I will try to cover CSWIP 3.1 Level 2 Inspector, Welding Inspector. So we know CSWIP 3.1 is the Level 2 Welding Inspector. So in this lecture series, I will try to cover one by one, section by section or chapter by chapter welding inspector lecture series. So I hope you will enjoy my lecture series. So okay, let's start today first lecture related to the welding inspector. So first lecture is duties and responsibilities of welding inspector. So this is the section 1 related to the welding inspector, duties and responsibilities. So main responsibilities is code compliance. So as a welding inspector, we have to know the code, and this code we have to compliance with when we going for the inspection. Then workmanship control, then the documentation control. So these the things is the main responsibilities. So inside of these three things will come so many things. So we will see one by one. So again I repeat here the code compliance, workmanship control and documentation control. Then personal attributes. So what will be the personal attributes? This welding inspector characteristics or personal attributes what will be there as a welding inspector. Most important qualities that good inspector are expected to have are honesty, integrity, knowledge, good communicator, physical fitness and good eyesight. So these all the things is need for one welding inspector. Then next things is the standard for visual inspection. So basic requirement. So what is the basic requirement for visual inspection? As per BSEN 970, non-destructive examination of fusion welds visual inspection. So this is the visual inspection code as per BSEN. So welding inspection personnel should be familiar with relevant standard. So as a welding inspector, we have to familiar with the relevant standard, rules and specification applicable to the fabrication work to be undertaken. So as a welding inspector, we have to be familiar with the relevant standard, rules and specification also. Then be informed about the welding procedure to be used. So then have good vision. So eyesight should be the good, which should be checked every 12 months. So basic requirement for visual inspection for personnel, actually every 12 months have to check the eye vision. Then condition for visual inspection to BSEN 970. So as per BSEN 970, what is the condition for visual inspection? Elevation, that means light, 350 lux minimum is required. Recommended is 500 lux. So minimum requirement is 350 lux for visual inspection is the illusion of lighting. Then recommended is the 500 lux normal shop or office lighting. So visual access, what will be the access during inspection? Eye should be within 600 mm of the surface. So if this is the welding joint, then our distance should be maximum 600 mm. So it can be less but not more than 600 mm. Then viewing angle. So here I have the one angle, viewing angle, line from eye to surface to be not less than 30 degree. So this angle not less than 30 degree. So this is the visual inspection condition for viewing angle and distance from job or object surface. This is the most important. Within these two things, here I have the three, the illusion, the access and viewing angle. Within these three, in exam one must come. Okay, Then aid to visual inspection to BSEN 970. So as per BSEN 970, what are the aid we need to bring during inspection? So while access is restricted, maybe mirror by a broscope mirror we need to use. Then fiber optic viewing system, usually by agreement. So we have to use these two things. Then other aids, what are the other aids we have to bring during inspection? The welding gauge for checking bevel angle. So welding gauge we have to bring for checking bevel angle, weld profile, fillet sizing and undercut depth. Then dedicated weld gap gauge and linear misalignment high-low gauge we have to bring. Then straight edge and measuring tape, we have to bring the measuring tape. Then magnifying lens, if a magnification lens use, it should be magnification between times 2 to times 5. So these are the things we have to use magnification lens. Then measuring device, what are the measuring device we have to use during inspection? The things: flexible tape or steel rule, temperature indicating crayons, welding gauge, bull meter, ammeter, magnifying glass, torch, flashlight and gauge photometer. And you can use the other modern device also. Okay, we can see here the gauges. So this picture is showing the fillet weld gauge. Then this is the TWI, multi-purpose welding gauge. So multi-purpose welding is like that. Then misalignment gauge, high-low gauge. So this is the misalignment gauge and high-low gauge. Then bull meter, this is the bull meter, this is the meter. Then tongue tester. So this two is the tongue tester, which is clamping the cable. Then stage of visual inspection as per BSEN 970. What is the stage of the visual inspection? So stage of the visual inspection is extent of examination, and when required should be defined in the application standard or by agreement between the contracting parties. So for high integrity fabrication inspection required throughout the fabrication process. So these things, actually we have done the inspection after welding, but if the high integrity fabrication inspection is required, then we have to discuss with our client they actually which stage they want to do the inspection and what is the requirement. So we are doing the 3-stage inspection: then before welding, before assemble and after assemble, then during welding, before welding, during welding and after welding. These 3 stages, actually before welding, during welding and after welding, these 3 stages we are performing the inspection. Then before welding, what are the things we have to check? Then after welding, what are the things we have to check? And during welding, what are the things we have to check? We'll discuss in my another lecture, another part. So I want to close this lecture up to here today. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.